Valley Forge, Pennsylvania. And quoting your Director of Small Business Defense Contract Management Command, this is his first year at the National High School Wrestling Championship. He's been a wrestling official for
single leg by Clark in deep, trip, 2-point takedown.
Grant Johnson gets his first 2 points of the match on that outside single.
Neither wrestler really doing very much right now. Clark got to his feet. Off to 1:03 left in the first period. Johnson, 2-0.
He wrestled 112 pounds.
Points, trying to work a tilt. Takes his arm from the opposite side, brought it up over the legal limit. Tom Corey stops it, back to the middle. Potentially dangerous.
Grant Johnson certainly not giving up a strength edge to anybody he wrestles.
Clark up on his feet, posted nice, faces for one, shoots right back in. Johnson trying to display that strength there a little bit.
Very long distance shot by Clark there, nothing doing.
Clark is going to have to improve that or he could run into some trouble.
And
beautiful high crotch.
Outside single to a high crotch by Grant Johnson and a 4-1 lead.
Quick. Period coming to an end. Well, we saw strength, knowledge, and speed out of Mr. Johnson in the first period.
No question about it. He's come a long way on his technique. Johnson always had the physical skills, but it's only been in the last couple of years he's really begun to become a technician. He's finishing the moves he makes now. And, Clark is a polished wrestler too, but Johnson finished 2 really nice takedowns against him in the first period.
Mitch Clark, when he's behind Grant Johnson, displayed a little strength there, taking him up off the mat and bringing him back down.
Clark with that cross-body ride.
Changing directions.
Now Johnson trying to stand up and just about rolled right to his own back. He's in trouble.
He tried a weak Granby and may not be able to recover from this for at least back points.
That half in really tight.
We have a whole minute left in this period. Mitch Clark.
There's a pin.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Great job. We were speaking about the moment, the mistake
we were mentioning that Grant Johnson still lets his natural ability do a little bit too much of the work for him. And he did it in that case. He rolled right to his own back, and Mitch Clark made him pay.
Time of the fall, exactly 3 minutes. All of our 160-pound All-Americans should be up the chairs now.
I'm with the 171-pound national champion, Mitch Clark. And Mitch, it's got to be a big thrill.
It sure is. It's been every round, I've wanted to I've been content at every round to win a match, and my goals got better, higher and higher as the rounds went by, and I was in the finals, and I thought to myself, well, this is all I've wanted to do, you know, and it doesn't matter if I take first or second. But now that I have this feeling, you know, I wouldn't ever take anything less than this, and it's just a great feeling.
And with you is your father, John Clark, who has taught you wrestling from the first day on. He is a former wrestling coach at St. Lawrence University and now the athletic director. John, what do you think about this?
I think it's it's certainly the highlight of my life. That half Nelson you saw when he was a peewee, that's all we'd ever let him use, and he had to keep it on there. Tonight it had a payoff. I might say that a couple weeks ago was a pretty disappointing night in the state championship.
Because second place in overtime.
Yep, in overtime, and Mitch has a lot of support by his family and his mother, and tonight I think it was a payoff for a lot of things.
Some colleges be looking at you.
Yeah, you know, they've been looking at me a few of them have been looking at me all along. I have them narrowed down, but I think this might lure them into, you know, a little more interest, which I certainly could use. And it's not, you know, winning the national title. You can't put it, you know, I mean, it could win a big scholarship, but it's not all about that. It's the feeling that you get after you win it. And there's certainly you can't put it, you know, you can't buy it, and it's a great feeling.
Great job. Congratulations.
Thank you.
John.